Hello, hello, good evening. Good evening, you are welcome. You are warmly welcome. Wherever you are watching from, you are welcome. This is Adventures of Japan. Good evening from Japan. Today we are here with another interesting and informing topic that will help you in maneuvering or in planning your journey as a teacher to Japan. So you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. If you are new here, please share this live with others so that we all get the information from the right source. Okay, I know it's sometimes boring or yeah, not interesting watching an hour long video alone, but if you are watching live asking questions, and it feels like we are part, we are together. Yeah, so kindly share this live with others. Kindly share. All right. Good evening. You're welcome. We're talking about tax today. Yes, tax. We all know that in Japan, or if you are not aware, please be informed that in Japan, there are a lot of taxes to be paid. Yes. And I'm here to break it down for you so that you won't be scared. Probably you heard about the fact that in Japan you pay a lot of taxes, so you are scared to apply to become an ALT. And so I'm here to let you know that yes, it's true that we pay taxes, but who pays what tax? That's why I'm here today. Yeah. Hmm. Let's find another place. Yeah. Yo. Yes. Who pays what tax in Japan? As a foreigner, yes, you can't escape taxes if you are a legal resident here in Japan. Have information as to what taxes to be paid, when to be paid, and all those stuffs. Yeah, it is true that we pay a lot of taxes in Japan. Yeah, honestly, you would pay. You can't escape. Yes, you would pay. Yeah, as an ALT, you are a legal resident and you are a legal worker and you need to pay taxes. Mhm. So we are going to talk about taxes today in this live. Hmm. You are welcome. Thanks for joining. You are welcome. We are going to talk about taxes. Probably you might have been hearing about taxes and you are scared of applying to become an ALT in Japan. I am here to tell you that no, don't be scared. All right? Don't let taxes or the issue of hearing about taxes scare you from putting up your dream forward. All right? So, yeah, we'll get into it. Let's just wait a little and we'll get into it. If you have any further question, Japan, yeah, transitioning to Japan, moving to Japan, whether with family, alone, feel free to drop it in the comment section and I will respond accordingly. Okay? You are welcome. If you are joining new, you are welcome. Good evening from Japan. It's a beautiful Friday evening. It's drizzling. The weather is changing. We are gradually entering spring, moving away from winter. So as you can see, I am not wearing a jacket. Yeah, the weather is getting better, warmer. So you are welcome. I'm encouraging you to apply to become an ALT in Japan. And that's why I'm giving you all the tips, all the heads up, all that have been scaring you. I am here to clear your doubts and make you know that no, they are not a barrier. There shouldn't be a barrier. You just need to get the right information in order to proceed. And today I'm going to talk about taxes in Japan. Yes. Who pays what? Yeah, so don't forget to share this live with others so that they can also join and listen to this information live as we go along. Okay? Yeah, so share, can they share? Share. Invite your friends, share with your friends. Let's all come together. And very important, don't forget to subscribe. If you are not a subscriber yet, join the family. Yes, join the family. Yeah. And very soon we'll be getting into the details. So invite your friends, tell a friend to also tell a friend that Adventures of Japan is live with another interesting topic. Yes. Thank God it's Friday. We'll be ending this week's live session today and we will continue from Monday next week. Hopefully, as long as there's live, we shall continue giving out details of everything you need to know in order to succeed in your ALT journey. Yes. And don't forget about the ebook that I put together just to assist you. It's a complete, detailed, fantastic, lovely ebook that you will not regret getting. Yeah, somebody dropped a comment under one of my videos and the person was recommending it to anyone who wants to come to Japan as an ALT. Yes, I couldn't agree less with the person. Yeah. So if you are new here and you haven't heard about it, I'm going to drop the link in the description of this video and you feel free and get a copy. And after getting a copy, if you think it's not as you imagined, come back here anytime you see me live and drop a comment and say, well, I said this about the book, but actually you got a copy, but it's rather this way. Yeah, let everybody get to know what you feel or what you think about the book. Okay? Yeah, so we'll be getting into the topic very soon. ALT taxes. Who pays tax? Who pays what tax in Japan? Yes, in less than a minute, we shall dive like swimming, dive into it. Yeah. So you are welcome. These sessions have been very educational. Well done, Mr. Don't Give Up. We are learning much and we know one day we will get to testify it all. Thank you for this time spent on us. Thank you very much, M.A. Hammond, Mr. Hammond. Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't forget to like and share with others. And yes, let's dive into it. Yes, ALT tax guide. Who pays what tax in Japan? In Japan, mostly everything you buy, you pay taxes. Yeah, you pay a tax. I am sitting right in front of Change. Okay. Oh, why? Yes, I am sitting right in front of this shop. It's 100 yen shop. The last time I showed you in one of my live streams. So everything in this shop, you buy 100 yen, you pay tax 10%, which is it becomes 110. Okay, 110. All right, let's continue. So what I'm trying to say is in Japan, everything you do, you pay taxes. It's a fact. You pay taxes. Very good. However, that is just by the way. The real taxes you pay depending on your income. Yeah, your income. Your employer is going to take taxes from it. And in Japan, the tax year is the fiscal year is just same as the academic calendar. That's from April to March. However, the tax calculation year is just the normal yearly calendar. Yeah, the normal year calendar, which is from January till March, sorry, to December, January to December, every year. And so what happens is that wherever you are in Japan on January 1st, yeah, on January 1st, it means you are eligible to pay tax for the previous year if you were in Japan. This can be a little confusing, so kindly relax and sip some drinks. I will explain everything. Okay? I am not a lawyer, but I'm just telling you what is the fact. So please just pay attention. And I know you are paying attention. So, what this means is that let's assume you are coming in March next month, March. When you come, it means January 1st has passed. You are not in Japan. Now you are coming. So, fair enough. Nobody is going to accuse you because that's the time you are coming. Good. So, if you live in Japan until next year, January 1st, then the tax calculation office is going to calculate all the salaries you've earned in this year. From March you arrive till December, and they are going to charge you a tax on all those salaries, even though every month your company is going to deduct taxes from your salary. Okay? And so when the companies deduct those taxes from your salary, at the end of the year, let's say we are in February, so this time till March, your company will give you a withholding tax slip. Yes, a withholding tax slip. That slip, you can take it to the tax office. I said in one video that there are city offices in every city. Yes, there are places called city offices which are responsible for anything you do in Japan. Your taxes, your residence issues, your whatever issue that has to do with your living in Japan. The city office is capable of handling that. And it's a must for you to get those information from there. So in the city office, they have the tax component as well. And so they are in charge of your taxes. So there is something called residence tax, residence tax, or popularly known as city tax. Yes, city tax. This tax is the one that is calculated based on your previous year's income. Yes, it is calculated based on your previous year's income. I'll go back to the example. You are coming in March. So when you arrive in March, because you have not been here since January 1st, it is assumed that you are not part of this. But if you live in Japan until January 1st, 2027, now wherever you are in Japan, it means they are going to calculate taxes based on the previous earnings, yeah, all the monies, the salaries that you earned in 2026 from March to December, where you are, the city in which you are, is going to calculate tax based on that amount of salary you have earned. And don't forget, don't think that they wouldn't know what amount you have earned. They know everything. In Japan, once you are a legal person, a legal resident, and you are working legally, everything is known by the city. Your salary, your everything is known by the city. So do not think that how would they know? The system is working. And so that is how it is. Once you have been living in a place for January or until January 1, they are going to calculate taxes based on your previous year of earnings. Any earnings that you have acquired in the previous year, they are going to calculate it and tax you, and you are going to pay that to the city. That is what is known as city tax or residence tax. Okay? And this tax comes in June. Yes, from June, July. Some cities you can receive it in June. In some cities you receive yours in July. Yes, it depends on the city office, but it comes around these times, June, July. So somebody may ask, what happens if I come in March and the following year I leave January 2nd? Once you have been living in Japan January 1st, you are legally bound to pay this tax. Okay? Yes, you have to pay this tax. Well, if you haven't paid or if you will not pay, no problem. But it means you are not coming to Japan any longer. And I don't think you want to do that because this is very serious in Japanese laws. Okay? So if you are leaving, the best thing to do is, I know you are not coming to leave that time, but I just want to give this information. If you are leaving that time, let's say you come March and you are leaving January 2nd, January 5th, or something like that, even January 1st, it means you need to go to the city office and try to negotiate with them. They can give you an estimated taxes that or tax that they are going to be charging you, which will come in June. And they will give you an estimate. If you are able, you pay before you leave. If you do that, it means you are opening your doors that you can return to Japan easily, anytime, any day. But if you don't do that, it means you are closing the door to Japan. Okay? And nobody knows tomorrow. So we don't have to burn the bridges. You can't burn your bridge. All right? So you need to keep that bridge open. So the best thing is to go to the city office and find out your estimated tax that they will be charging you. And if you can pay, you pay at once. Or you can designate a friend or an address to which they can send the actual taxes they will be charging you in June. So in June, they will send it to that address you have designated, and that person you have directed the taxes to, who you might be in contact with, would talk with you, and you know how to settle the taxes. Okay, you have options. Okay, you have options. Option one, if you have money, you pay everything at once. That's option one. Option two, the taxes have been split to either pay one now and you pay at least 2 months, 2 months. Yes, you pay 2 months, 2 months. So it's up to you. So when you receive it in June, July, you would have to finish paying it in January the following year. All right? You finish paying January the following year. That is if you decide to go with option two. But if you go with option one, you just pay everything at once. Bam, that's all. And that is how the tax system with relation to city tax or residence tax is calculated or is done. Huh. So I said, who pays this tax? Anybody residing in Japan who is legally working pays this tax. Okay. However, this time in Japan, from February 15th to March 15th or 16th, is a tax season in Japan. From February 15th to March 15th is a tax season in Japan. But for this year, 2026, it has been extended for 1 day, that is to March 16th, because March 15th is a Sunday. What happens this time is that when you are working with your company, for example, a dispatch company, Borderlink, Interact, etc., if you are working with such companies, you have the liberty to do part-time jobs. Yes, you can do a part-time job provided you have secured a permission from your company. And it's easy. Once you arrive, I advise people to apply for permission to do a part-time job in advance. You don't have to wait to get the part-time job before you apply for it, because that's what I did. I applied for the permission without getting a job. In fact, when I was with Borderlink, I had the permission to do a part-time job, but I didn't find a part-time job. Even though I was looking, I was searching online, I was asking friends for introduction and co, but I didn't get a part-time job, even though I had the permission. So yeah, it's better be prepared for an opportunity and not have it than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. And that's what I've been saying every time. And so you need to get a permission from your employer. And once you have the permission and you got a part-time job, listen, your company might not be willing to file your taxes on your behalf. But you don't have to panic. You don't have to worry, because it's nothing wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. You secured a permission legally before you are doing the part-time job. So there is no need to be scared. The only thing is you have to check your timing of leaving school or leaving work to go to the tax office to do that. And the companies know about this. That is why they would want you to they will prefer you are not doing a part-time job, so that they will handle everything on your behalf. Yeah, that's what happens. So, for example, if you have a permission from your company and you are looking for a part-time job and you have found a part-time job as an ALT with an instructor visa, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there at all. You now need to take the offer letter from the new company, the part-time company, and the permission from your mother company, that's your parent company. You take both letters to the immigration. Yes, please pay attention. You take both letters to the immigration, and the immigration will now give you permission. Okay, your company can only give you letter of permission, but in actual fact that is not a permission, it's just a letter. Okay. Mm. It's just a letter accepting that, okay, we agree that you can do a part-time job so far as it doesn't conflict with what you are doing for us, what we employ you for. If it doesn't conflict with that, you are allowed to do it. Fine. That is just the letter. And so it is the immigration that is going to give you the permission. They are the one responsible to grant that permission. Okay? And the permission is going to be put at the back of your residence card. Yes, at the back of your residence card. All right? Let me show you the back of my residence card. Where is it? Yes. Uh, yes, I'm going to show you the back of my residence card. Yes, this is the back of my residence card. Okay, this is the back of my residence card. I don't have that permission from immigration because it depends on the visa you are holding. Before you can do a part-time job, if you are on an instructor visa, which you would be offered if you are recruited by a dispatch company, you will need a permission to do a part-time job, even though it's a teaching. With an instructor visa, you are limited to only classrooms with basically public schools. And so if you want to do any part-time teaching like Saturday schools, evening classes with another company, that is where you will need the permission, even though it's still teaching. But you need a permission from the immigration. And the permission is going to be put here. Here. Normally the permission is going to be put here. Can you see? Here. So here, because I don't have any permission, you can see it's blank. The place is blank. Yeah, so the permission will be put here. You see uh, a black a black stamp here. I don't know if I have the old. No, I don't have the old one. I would have shown you. Yeah, I would have shown you because on my old one, my previous residence card, I had a permission to do a part-time job. I would have shown you, but it's not here. Yeah, it's not here. No, sorry, it's not here. Yeah, it's not here. But that's okay. Yeah, so once you have that permission, they are going to put that at the back of your residence card, and in your passport they are going to put a sticker in your passport. So only the residence card, it's not enough. So when you are going to the immigration, you need to go with your passport and the residence card. Okay, just like when you land in Japan, those of you coming next month, I don't know about the visit visa, but when you are coming as a worker or as a resident, as a dependent or as a student, once you arrive at the airport, they are going to put a sticker in your passport, which is called landing permit. Landing permit. Let me see whether I can show you that one too. Landing permit. Landing permit. Landing permit. Where are you? Yes. Yes. So this is the landing permit. This, yes, this is the landing permit. Yes. This is the landing permit. Okay? Landing permit. So you're going to receive that in your passport at the airport. And it's the same. This, yes, this is the permission to do other jobs. Okay? This is a permission to do other jobs. Yeah, the permission to do other jobs. So the stickers look the same. However, they know the difference. The immigration officers know the difference. And so once you have this document, you are now free to do the part-time job. And so once you have done the part-time job, in February this time, like I said, it's the tax season, your company might not be willing to assist you with the tax filings, but that is not a problem. All you need to do is to ask for the tax withholding slip, which they will automatically give you because they know you are going to do your taxes by yourself. And you need to take the same withholding tax slip from your part-time company, which they will also give you because it's a must that once they recruit you, they deduct taxes from your salary that they pay you or the allowance that they pay you. They ought to give you uh, a withholding tax slip. So all you need to do is to take these two slips and visit the city office, the tax component of the city office. Remember, we talked about city office and the tax department earlier. Yes. So all you need to do is to go to this department and show it to them. And these days, you can also apply for these online. How Japanese. And so, if you are good with the Japanese, there's no problem. You can do it by yourself. But if the Japanese is kind of difficult for you, like somebody like me, I prefer to go to the office and ask them questions directly, and they will guide you. Even if they want you to do it by your phone or with your phone, they will be there to guide you. All right. And so you don't have to panic. So when you come to Japan as an ALT, yes, you can do a part-time job, but you only need to seek permission from your parent company. Then you look for the part-time job you want to do, and don't forget, when you get it, you go to the immigration and fill the documents. They give you the stamp behind your residence card and the landing, no, the permission sticker in your passport, and you are good to go. And so, if you did not get a part-time job during this time, your company is going to file the taxes on your behalf. And so, you don't need to go to the city office, or you don't need to go to the tax office. Okay, it's as simple as that. So in Japan, you don't need to be scared because of taxes. Yes, taxes are there, but there are systems that will help you in order to pass through all these things, to navigate all these tax restrictions and payment of taxes and all that. You don't have a problem. So don't let this scare you from applying to become an ALT in Japan. Okay? So yeah, this is Adventures of Japan. We always bring you important, reliable, relevant information that will help you in this journey. Okay? Yeah, so that's why we are here. Yes. And so I think I spoke about apartments briefly the last time. So be informed that in Japan, everything is in order. Did you know that you cannot even rent an apartment which costs more than 40% of your salary? Yes. Yes. It's not possible. Yes. It will not be rented to you. Okay. And this is why companies like UR Apartments would request for the certificate of income from your company. And it's something that your company would provide upon request. Yes, it's something that proves that we have recruited you and we will be paying you this amount each month, which will translate to this amount per year. And with that, the company can decide that this apartment is costing maybe 1,000 yen or 2,000 yen. So if we take this 2,000 yen from your salary, would that amount to 40% or would it be more than 40%? If it's more than 40%, you cannot get that apartment. Okay, so they will rather recommend to you that you should take another one. It happened to me. Last 2 years, I wanted to rent a 3 room because I planned to bring my family, because that time my family was still in Ghana. So I planned to prepare in advance. So I wanted to rent the 3 rooms. I love space. And they said, based on my salary, I cannot be allowed to rent that room. It was a shocker to me that my own country, there's nothing like that. I pay for what I want to pay for. Even if I want to use my whole salary to rent an apartment, I am allowed to do it. But hey, you can't do that here. The system will not allow you because they are checking everything. Okay, they are checking everything. So you will not be allowed to rent an apartment that costs more than 40% of your salary. No, no, it's not possible. So they would rather tell you that based on your salary, this is okay for you. So they will recommend another apartment that your money or your salary could allow you to afford. Yes. So that is it. That is Japan for you. Everything is planned. Everything is planned. And so you don't have to be scared. You just have to be happy because the systems are working here. All right? Just like I'm saying, supposing you decide to use your whole income to rent an apartment, don't you think later on you're going to be a liability in the community? Yes, it could happen because if you don't have money for transport, who are you going to ask? You see, the Japanese are so conserved, okay? They are reserved, all right? Unless you approach them, some of them they can never approach you, even though if they wish. Some of them you see clearly that they wish to, but per their culture, they are very conserved, very reserved. And so just imagine going to ask a Japanese, can I get money? No, 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 you can't do that here. So the system is checking all those things. And that is why you cannot rent an apartment that costs more than 40% of your salary. All right. Yes. And this is why I'm recommending UR apartment to anyone coming to Japan recently. Or if you're coming next month, if you are still thinking of apartment, if you haven't gotten an apartment yet, don't forget to link up because we can assist you. Adventures of Japan can assist you to get an apartment that could be affordable, very affordable as compared to what your company might be suggesting to you. Okay, it's not about me. I don't take money for from anybody for doing that. I will just introduce you to an agent, and you take it from there. Those people I have introduced, I haven't heard anything from some of them. Some of them keep me updated. They tell me, oh, it's going this way, it's going that way. But some of them, but it does not stop me. I am here to help. So I am giving out the information and I will keep giving it out, hoping that it helps someone. Even if it helps one person, I'm okay. Yeah, so you're welcome if you are new here. This is Adventures of Japan. Good evening from Japan. And today we've spoken about taxes. Who pays what tax in Japan? And I explained that the Japan tax laws or the tax year is from January 1st till December 31st. And so wherever you are in Japan on January 1st, it means you are eligible to pay taxes. So supposing you are coming in March next this year, March next month, that's next month. That's from Sunday going. From Sunday going, yeah. Next month is Sunday. Today is Saturday. All right. And you are living in Japan from March. It means January 1st you are not here. So last year you are not eligible to pay anything based on last year's income because you haven't earned anything in Japan. So if you are here till January 1st next year, 2027, it means wherever you are, which city you are residing in, is going to charge you taxes based on whatever earnings you received this year. So from March, April, May, June. Okay, March you are not working. Most you are not working. So let's say April. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 8 months. You will be charged. You'll be charged taxes based on whatever you have earned in these 8 months. Okay. Yes, that's how it works. So someone might ask, what if I come in March and December 31st, I leave Japan? Well, that is an escape. It means you are not legally bound to pay any city tax. You are not legally bound to pay any residence tax. All right? Yes, but once it is January 1st, it means you are legally bound to pay taxes of residence tax based on your previous year's income. And that is how it works here. This is very important for you to know that this is how the tax systems work in Japan. So that in order to plan very well and not to be scared about paying taxes, you should put this information into your pocket or at the back of your mind and plan your activities. You don't have to be scared about paying taxes. Yes, that's how it is. All right. Yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. If this information makes sense to you, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so that the next time I bring any update, you'll be notified. And also, if you haven't gotten a copy of the ebook yet, don't forget to grab your copy because it's a helpful, reliable resource for you. Okay? All right, that will be all for tonight. And God willing, I will see you on Monday for another interesting topic. Don't give up because I won't give up on bringing to you reliable information. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.